There, not doing anything, maybe you should start doing something productive enough. Anyway, this is you corner, you're welcome back to your number one campus dial, your lovely program as much as possible. Try to push you out there to do something positive and productive, pushing talent, pushing entrepreneurs to be something good. Okay, today we'll be talking about, well, we've been talking about it and we're still talking about it just in case you're joining us. Are youth truly the leaders of tomorrow? I know that's a big question. We were looking at it from different angle, and well, Edanitarian and Tawa have been saying a lot, like one or two, and during the break, and they've been itching to say one or two more. But I would love to tell you that you can be part of this one, and also air your views as well. 0816-434-9052 remains the number to call. Now, we're an institution. Now we look at institutions and as a way of building youth.
Definitely.
We get to see youth learn one or two while they're back in school.
Yeah.
Let's look at the side of entrepreneurship right now.
Okay.
We have youth this day. They ask them, okay, where did you learn this from? I learned it right in school, one or two. But the question is right now is, do you feel institutions we have right now in the country are doing so much in pushing our youth these days to become leaders that we ought to be?
Yeah, I think that's a very, very beautiful question. I think Major Kudumi will agree with that. Somebody has been doing something fantastic in this school. I think a program I witnessed, Next Big Deal,
Okay.
where there was this big exhibition. We had a lot of professors, maybe 5 of them, 3, 4, 5 of them were there, and people were happy. People brought so many entrepreneurs who are students of this great Federal University of Agriculture. They brought their things, and it was all fantastic. But what I'm saying now is, let's take it down to our leaders in the school. Let's take it to, okay, let's say our union, for example. This is what we want them to do for us. And what I'm saying they should do for us is, we should stage a proportion where every Funaab will be important. Now, this thing, I've been thinking about it since my 100 level days. We have talented artists in this school. We have people who can do things with their hand, talking about those who knows good artwork. What plans do we have for these people? Now, you agree with me that all the likes of Davido, all the likes of Wizkid, and all of them, they are big names.
Of course.
They have big names now. Now, what is happening to names that are yet to be big, that are in Federal University of Agriculture? What are we doing for them? What platform are we generating for these people to be known to fellow Funabites so that they can be sold outside there? They are there in many departments. When you go, when you see them singing and the likes that you marvel and you be like, then what are you still doing? There are no plans for these people. And another thing is that there's some people that are good at they're good at goods and services being sold. They're good at rendering services to maybe like catering service and the likes like that. What are we doing to them? How are we staging these people to make sure that they are productive outside there? Outside there in the labor market, there are no more jobs. People are combating for jobs like a wrestler. Now, in this school that we have, we can stage every moment for Funaab to enjoy. These people, if we empower them here, I'm talking about we involving the union now, if we empower them here, at least they can be able to go outside there to be productive. There are so many things that we need to put in place. Now, when last have we heard about intra-presidential meeting? I'm talking about college president and departmental president. Now, if you have college president and departmental president, and they are not sitting together to discuss the development of students who are in school that have talent, skills, and are yet to be discovered, then what are we doing? We do, every time we give students a souvenir, or what did they, we print souvenirs for them, we do dance parties, and the like, that is gone. And all this we are talking about here is about dancing, and that's all. And after the dancing, students don't gain anything again. How can a program, an empowerment program, be coming from a department just once in a year It is not good. Let's bring programs that will empower these students so that when they want to get outside the world there, they can be productive. There is no job. There is no job outside there. There are many competitions, but Funaab should be different from every other institution outside there. Every other schools outside there. There should be students that when they ask them outside, are you a Funaabite? They say, yes, I'm a Funaabite. They should be proud of themselves. Because if our product is being built from here and they get outside there, it will be a plus to this school and an added advantage.
Okay, interesting right there. I also love to comment at the same time. I feel I enjoy some youth because I came across some entrepreneurship programs. Some youth actually, Funaabite per se, came up with one or two, which I must commend as well. But Taiwo, I feel, is this enough? Like, looking at the fact that, these programs and institutions can go a long way in building youth we have today.
Definitely.
Like what Mr. Aganatari said. We may finish school out there and wanting with the hope of getting a job very quickly, but it might not just come very quickly as we want it, but it's going to come maybe later on. But you have to start off something. How do we start off something? Is from that little thing we can start off. We empower others. We are leaders. We try to bring all that up, and this starts from somewhere. I'm looking at institution right now.
Okay.
But look at the fact that, okay, do you feel our institution is doing enough? Institutions we have in the country right now.
Okay, to be frank, let's look at institutions. We have our head of class, okay, HOCs.
Yeah.
We have our departmental presidents, okay. This was institutionalized so that students can discover their leadership potentials. There are so many things the staffs of the school can't do without student leaders who are representing about a host of other students. Are you getting my point?
With you.
Now, I believe that our institutions can do much more than just some courses we do. For example, we did the Gen X 2.0 something that we talked about politics and what's the history and all that.
Yeah,
do you get? But I believe that if we invite these professionals who do trainings for students on how to become
based on politics,
based on leadership, okay.
Yeah.
Teach them on morals and attitudes, because even to become a leader, there are some things you must learn. There are some values that you must inculcate as a person. If these professional courses are being taken, instead of taking them outside, there are some professional courses that you take outside on leadership and all of that. But if schools can actually bring that into the curriculum for students, I'm telling you, students will be very interested. Why? Because it is not lecturers that are just taking these courses. It is professionals who have vast experience in this field who are going to be taking and handling these professional courses. And a course, and for the period of 4 or 5 years you are going to be spending in school, and you are taking these courses every year, there is no way it's not going to affect you positively.
Yes,
if this can be involved in the curriculum, I believe it's going to help students to become better leaders and discover that and prepare them as well for taking responsibilities in the future. Now, going into entrepreneurship, you can't be successful as a business person without learning some of these values. It all boils down on leadership. If you are not a good leader, how are you going to be able to manage your finances? How are you going to be manage the people that you employ to work for you? So I believe all of these things all work together. They are intertwined. So if school can invest more in ensuring that all of our students, they have a grasp and full knowledge of what leadership is all about, introduce all of these professional courses as part of the curriculum, I'm telling you, the youth will be much more better prepared for leadership and the future. Okay, that's my submission.
Talking about leadership right now,
okay.
There was this not too young to rule,
to run, not too young to run, and Twitter is everywhere.
Yeah,
not too young to run.
And you look at the fact that this may be trending, not too young, not too young.
Not too young.
But the question right now is, how many youths do we have who are ready to step up into that leadership position?
I'm sorry to say this, but it's very slim. We have to be frank with ourselves here. It is very slim. Now, let's. The best way to determine this is this. For example, Josh Namdo is hosting a leadership program and Mr. Egalitarian is hosting a program on entertainment. Okay? And the leadership program Josh Namdo is hosting is free of charge. and Mr. Egalitarian, you have to host this maybe beach party and all of that, and a ticket is 1,000 naira.
We'll still go for it.
The question is this: the truth is this: students, youths, we go for the one for what? For Mr. Egalitarian. Why? Because entertainment has become part of our lives that all of us want to just be involved in. But any other thing that has to do with, you have to learn, cultivate new morals and habits, then it's a no. You only find few people going there. You see empty seats in those kind of events, and then Mr. Egalitarian's show is full to the brim. Why is this? It's because of what we place our values and priorities on. So that makes us not ready. For example, I was at an event some time ago at Kuto, and it was International Youth Day. Okay, and some of these government officials were sharing money. Okay, and then some student leaders from different schools came, and you saw how they were rushing these guys. Why? Because they want to collect their own share. Now, these are leaders who are representing some other students. Now, this is just at a very small level. Now you should expect that when they eventually get to the to bigger levels and bigger terrains, what happens? They do and undo. That's the situation right now. It is a function of what our values and priorities are as youth that determines whether we are ready or not. So I believe if we can reorientate ourselves, our mindset, and come together to say, okay, how can I be better as a youth? How can I get more involved as a youth? Let's ask ourselves as well. How many of our youth have gotten that PVC card?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to that point.
Yeah, because
getting your PVC card shows that you are interested in what goes on in our country. How many of us even listen to news? How many of us listen to what is actually going on in our world? That is where we all begin to look at these points. Where are we going to as youths? We don't get involved in some of these things that actually affect our lives.
In addition to that, I met some student yesterday, and I asked them, "Excuse me, have you gotten your PVC?" And then the boy was like, would I pay my school fees without giving money, without you understand? And now it has been registered in some youth mind that I know these people, when they get there, they're not going to do fine. So let me have my own money, so I will know I'm satisfied already. How can a growing Nigerian youth think about that? It's obsolete in the hearing. Now, our priority should be set on the fact that what is the next thing to do. Okay, I was talking about the school union the other time. Now, Manyakodin was talking about institutions all across. I believe in every institution there are representatives as a student union leaders. Now, if all these student union leaders should come together, they can decide the forthcoming election 2019. Believe me, Josh, because we are the decider of tomorrow.